There is just 4 games left of the season, and us fans are buzzing for it to come around as we look forward for the rebuild in the summer. In today's video, we'll discuss the massive mistake that Rangers made as fans vent their anger, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. The referee for this weekend's Rolled Firm clash has been announced. Steve McLean will take charge of the derby encounter as Rangers look to win their first derby of the season. The on-field referee will be assisted by David Rome and Jonathan Bell, with Don Robertson appointed as fourth official. Greg Aitken will be on VAR at Clydesdale House alongside assistant David McCanny. Celtic are already champions, having wrapped up the title away at Hearts on Sunday. Beale, as I said, is yet to win against Celtic as permanent Rangers manager in 4 attempts to date. This will be McLean's first time in charge of the derby for over 6 years. The last time he refereed Rangers vs Celtic was in December 2016, where goals from Moussa Dembele and Scott Sinclair cancelled out Kenny Miller's opener at Ibrox. More recently, he has been involved in the fixture, but on VAR duties. He was the man in charge of the technology for the Scottish Cup semi-final at Hampden at the end of April, where Jota's headed goal made all the difference. Don Robertson was in charge of that match on the field after Willie Collum pulled out through injury last minute. Just a quick one guys, we have got Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. This season has been full of mistakes from transfers and decisions at board level to on the pitch defensively and attackers missing big chances. However, one that proves pretty big is that of not re-signing Amad Diallo. Diallo was on loan at Rangers last season and made 13 appearances and scored 3 goals before returning to Manchester United in the summer. It was reported that we had the chance to sign a youngster for another season-long loan, but passed it up in favour of signing Rabbi Matondo. Well, since then, Diallo has went on to light up the English Championship and send Sunderland into the playoffs, where they will take on Luton Town. The 20-year-old has been in inspired form in the Championship this term, netting 12 goals in 40 appearances, and people were labelling this the best loan move of all time. It is fair to say we could have done with his impact this season. Brian Laudrup admits there will be a sizable number of those at Rangers who could be delighted to see Ange Postecoglou leave Celtic in the near future. The Rangers legend reckons his old side need to find a solution to overcome the psychological barrier with the Premiership champions. And while this weekend's match may seem like somewhat of a damp squid as far as old firms go, Laudrup insists it's vitally important for Bill to get that monkey off his back. He wrote in the Daily Mail column, "I think a lot of people at Rangers would dearly love to see the back of Ange Postecoglou, but that's just the respect that Celtic manager is getting for his job that he has done in charge at Parkhead. You would never describe becoming champions of Scotland as easy feat, but Postecoglou's side have won the Premiership title very comfortably this season. Celtic have set the benchmark yet again, just as they did last season. You have to say they have been flawless. They have been a clear identity in how they want to play their football, and they have been relentless in going about their business. They are not a team that will rest on their laurels. They will be looking to get new players this summer, and Postecoglou will want to keep raising the bar even higher. Looking at Rangers, you would have to say the Ibrox side have done all right since Michael Beale took over last November. I was back in Scotland for the VIA Cup player final and the Scottish Cup semi-final against Celtic, and Rangers are not that far away from the old rivals, but there is a gap, that's for sure. And there is a sneaking feeling that Rangers are lacking something, perhaps the belief within themselves, and that they can go out and get a result against Celtic. That's the psychological barrier that Rangers needs to overcome as quickly as possible, and they have the chance to do that as they host Celtic this Saturday. Of course, the match will be no bearing on the season, but is very much a game of incredible importance to the Rangers and Michael Beale. They need to try and get a result and use Saturday as some sort of turning point, not for this season, but to give the team self-belief going into the new campaign. Rangers have now gone quite a while not being able to beat Celtic, and that is painful, so it's up to my old club to add a bit of spice going into the new campaign. Especially at Ibrox, Saturday is a game they can't afford to lose, A victory over Celtic would be huge, and it would give Beale some comfort ahead of the summer transfer window, where he is facing the biggest rebuild since perhaps the days of Graham Souness. The bottom line is my old club need to get their summer transfer dealing spot on if they want to stop Celtic striding towards 3 in a row. If they don't get the recruitment right, pressure will mount very quickly, and things could become uncomfortable for Bill. Rangers are lacking something, perhaps believe they can get a result against Celtic. Rangers star Alfredo Morelos would be a good fit for Everton. That's the viewpoint of ex-Toffees attacker Kevin Campbell. Michael Beale confirmed on Sunday that the striker would be leaving Ibrox this summer, and with the out-of-contract player soon to be a free agent, Campbell reckons his former side could do much worse than sign the Colombian. The 26-year-old is a proven goalscorer in Europe, and over the piece of his time in Glasgow has been a constant threat up top domestically too. And Campbell insists his edge is what fans at Goodison want to see. Speaking to Goodison News, he said, "I think Morelos is a good player. He's got that type of game that the Goodison crowd would like. There's an edge to him. The key is, can you create opportunities for him? If you can, then he looks like he could take his chances. That one might be a little more of a long shot, but for someone like him, it's going to be difficult just to go anywhere. That might be a smart shout, to be honest. It might just be a smart shout because he likes to prove himself and he's got that edge." Beale, as we said, confirmed on Sunday that Morelos would be leaving the football club. He said Morelos is moving on. I think you saw the difference in energy in the forward area when Morelos came on, and not in a positive way. We'll need a focal point to the team, that's for sure. Antonio Kolak is not fit at the moment. Fashion Sakala and Rabbi Matondo gave us a different type of front line today. Giovanni van Bronckhorst will present the Dutch League title trophy to his former club Feyenoord this weekend if they wrap up the league. The former Rangers boss revealed last week he is already looking to return to management and has already turned down approaches from several clubs after being axed from Ibrox in November. Feyenoord are certain to win the Eredivisie for the first time since 2017, when Van Bronckhorst managed his side to the last Dutch title glory. They are 8 points clear with 3 games left, and a win against Go-Ahead Eagles would guarantee them the title. Van Bronckhorst still attends Feyenoord games and revealed he travels to De Kuip on his scooter to watch his former club. And it has now been announced that he'll present the trophy if they win alongside former Manchester United and Arsenal star Robin van Persie, who ended his career at Feyenoord after a second spell at the club and is currently youth coach there. Rangers fans, what do you make of Amad Diallo, and did we make a mistake in not bringing him back up the road this season? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we do have Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Push.